That's how much they love Roman Reigns. They let him keep the Shield song, and they just took out the words and the talking. And he had it for a long, long time. Now he has like some kind of... It's ridiculous. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Metallic World. Thank you for joining me today. It is another fun day, Monday, and we're just having so much fun. Smack dab in the middle of me showing you guys all my WWE shirts. I'm a little bummed, as I told you in the last video, because they didn't have rewards back then, so you just buy a shirt, no reward. Buy a shirt, no reward. And now you have people buying shirts and it tallies up and tallies up, tallies up, and they get free stuff. I don't get any of that free stuff. But if anyone at WWE Shop hears about this or happens to watch this and wants to hit me up and throw a couple of bones my way so I get some free belts, I'd really appreciate it because I spend a lot of money on this stuff. So if you don't, that's fine. You live, you lose. Sometimes life works out for you and sometimes it doesn't, but I enjoy the shirts. I bought them at the time knowing that I wasn't going to get anything. I knew that people had reward programs and I'd pitched that maybe they could do that, but nobody ever listened to me until it was too late, and now all these people get rewards for buying stuff and I don't, and it's not fair. I cry at night a lot. Okay, let's talk about the shirts. Shirt number one, a heck of a shirt to start off this. I got this one because I didn't have any Undertaker shirts back in the day, and when he got beat by Brock Lesnar, they came out with "Thank you, Taker." It's got the logo on the back, because we all thought that once the streak got beat, he'd retire, take his motorcycle, drive off into the distance, make sweet, sweet love to Michelle McCool, and we'd never hear from him again. Apparently that's not what happened. He kept wrestling, and this shirt meant nothing. But I still do say thank you, Taker, because your hips, your knees, your back, and everything suffer every single day, I guarantee it, because of everything you've done. Was it worth it? I don't know. Next we got the Raw is Jericho. One of the GOATs for me, Chris Jericho. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Without a shadow of a doubt. When he used to do The List, it was comedy gold. Speaking of Chris Jericho, we got Drink It In, man. Dude, this guy could take anything and turn it into gold. The Midas touch. It's the gift of Jericho. That's what you drink in, man. We got Mankind. The smiley face with the Mankind mask on it. It's like, have a nice day. We got the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Definitely one of my favorite wrestlers that's very underrated. He liked one of my Instagram posts years ago, and ever since then, I've been a fan. I did not like when everybody made fun of him because he came back early and he was a little chunkier than he should have been. But he trimmed up real quick and looked great. Great physical shape. I could only imagine and dream of being that big and strong. It won't ever happen. But if anyone wants to take me under their wing and train me and pay my bills and let me work out with them, I will gladly do that. So the offer is up. You guys let me know. Next up we got RKO. Randy Orton. Randy Orton says, this is of course a spin-off or a spoof of NWO. This is a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt, but it's funny because I only got this because of CM Punk, because this is the shirt he wore when he did the pipe bomb. It says, stomping mud holes and walking them dry since 1995. I'd planned on wearing this shirt and doing the CM Punk promo, the pipe bomb, but if you saw me with the latest CM Punk Funko, I tried to do it from memory from years ago, and it did not go too well. I got through a little bit of it, but not even close to being finished. Used to, I could get pretty close to finished. With a little bit more effort, I think I could have finished it off, but I didn't. Next up, we got DX, 2 words for ya. 20 years. Doesn't say suck it. It says 20 years. It's rated G. Let's relax. Next up, we got this shirt from the What? Yeah, the Stone Cold Steve Austin Funko recently, where it has the what saying, him saying what on it, and it's got the Stone Cold smoking skull on the back. If you watched last week, I was talking about I have the Austin 316 shirt from Walmart, and I think the skull is supposed to look more like that, but it looks more cartoony on the one that I have. So I don't know where they printed it in China, but it was not 100% legit. Gets the point across. You see it, people go, oh hey, Austin 316. Next up, we got Enzo and Cass. I think I got a lot of these shirts back when they were on clearance and they were cheaper, and I was just buying like, oh, 4 shirts, 5 shirts, 10 shirts, and get them for like 50 bucks. So I think that's where I got that one. Next we got I'm a Paul Heyman Guy, which is of course a reference to CM Punk, the voice of the voice of the voiceless. And we got finally The Rock has come back to SmackDown. And this is obviously one of the times when he came back, when he went to Hollywood and was gone for a while. And then he's like, oh my God, he's back. And now he's skinny winny. Now we got this classic Randy Orton shirt. It says strike first. This is back when I was a huge Randy Orton fan. Still a huge fan of him. But that was back when he was going for the title. And he was in the title picture. Now he's just there helping train the new generation. Next up we got Austin 316 Venom. Venom, hello. Not the same Venom as Marvel. If you got that confused, then you don't know anything about wrestling. Now, this is one of my few shirts that has anything to do with Roman Reigns. It's the Shield. We got Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. He's the greatest. He stinks. He's awful. I got the Shield. Dun, dun, dun. That's how much they love Roman Reigns. They let him keep the Shield song, and they just took out the words and the talking. And he had it for a long, long time. Now he has like some kind of... It's ridiculous. Got a Stone Cold Raw reunion. Raw reunion, July 22nd, 2019. Wow, this is before COVID and before everyone's lives were changed forever. Next up, this is a shirt. The printing on this is awful because look at this. It's already coming off. This is the worst printing on all of them. I didn't wear this shirt 1,000 times. I wore it a handful of times, and the printing is coming off easily. Got a lot of lint on it. It looks like it should be in a box with a bunch of candles or something. It looks awful, but still a cool looking shirt. It says layeth the smacketh down if you don't know English. Now this shirt, I wore it to work one time. It says eat, sleep, conquer, John Cena. And someone came up to me and goes, oh, it's a John Cena shirt. Dear God, why do you put so many stupid people around me? Why would you say conquer John Cena? This is a Brock Lesnar shirt. It'd be like a shirt that says beat Trump. I'm like, oh, it's a Trump shirt? It says beat the guy. Who do you think they're... Think, but I'm just... Once again, common sense ain't that common. And on the back it says again, Paul Heyman Guy slashed out. It says Paul Heyman Beast. Like my other shirt said. I believe it was the Eat, Sleep, Conquer the Streak for WrestleMania 30. This shirt is one of the very few shirts that I have from wrestling that I didn't buy from WWE Shop. I got this one from Shoe Palace, like on Black Friday a few years ago, and it was only like 10 bucks. And so I actually have that belt now, so I had to get it. It says Hulkamania, dude. Next up we got Under the Giant with the Crown is the King. He's not the king. Jesus is king. Next we got the American Dream, baby. Death the Road. What? No, that's Dude Love. I'm all confused, but big fan of the American Dream. Death the Road. Back when people with crazy. Now this is another Rock shirt. This is one of my more recent shirts I purchased. I used to buy them all the time, and then I stopped because I was running out of room. But I did get this one because it says Killer in the Jungle, the People's Champ. Kind of like Thrilla Manila, I believe, kind of like the Muhammad Ali shirt. This shirt is a Brock Lesnar shirt, and this was one I wore when I met, coincidentally, Kevin Owens. I'm not wearing Kevin Owens. When I met Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. And when I walked up to him, I was like, just standing at his table, and Kevin Owens looked at me and goes, oh, I was bummed. And then I went back to my table, and my friend who told me to go talk to him was like, why would you go talk to him? I almost got into a problem at BJ's, beating up my friend. Next up, we got Triple H. I am the game, Triple H, because I am that damn good. Just another cool shirt right there. There's nothing crazy about it, but just looks cool. Next up, we got Seth Rollins. This is also one of the more recent shirts I've gotten. Seth Rollins is one of my favorites of all time. It says S logo Rollins. This shirt I had to get, and it's one of the most recent ones as well that I got because I never had a wrestling shirt of this fella, and I'm a big fan of his, even though he was never like a huge superstar. He still had a lot of fans and a big pop when he'd come out, and that was, it's gotta be Kane. Nothing on the back, but to represent the Big Red Machine, Kane, I had to get it. This one's kind of a wrestling shirt, kind of not. Pay attention, stay with me. It's when I met Enzo Amore and said, today is the best day of my life and can't wait for tomorrow. So I bought this shirt and a couple other things for him to sign my cruiserweight title and some other things. Seemed like a nice guy, but if you pay someone $50, most people will be a nice guy for 5 minutes. Next up, we got this NWO shirt, the Wolfpack. I got this one from Hot Topic. I got it for very, very cheap. If you watch my videos, you know that something happened in Hot Topic recently, and they just basically gave me stuff for free. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Then we got Sheamus. He signed it right here, but you can't really see. This is Tough Louch. I don't know. I don't speak Irish. I can use an accent though, but I can't speak it. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Next up, I got Seth freaking Rollins. This is a spoof of John Cena's Never Give Up. It's Never Shuts Up. It says, you can't see me. It says, you can't see me, with the time when he broke John Cena's nose. That looked rough. Speaking of John Cena, anybody else watching Peacemaker? I love season 1. There was 8 episodes of season 2. I did not like the first 6 episodes, but episodes 7 and 8 were fantastic. And if you watch the first season, you get used to Wigwam's intro song. You're like, oh, I like this song. And then they come up with Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam. And it took about 5 episodes for me to warm up to it. Now I can't hear it enough. Then we got King of Bad News, Wade Barrett. King Barrett. Now we're mostly through all the black shirts. Now we're going into some colored ones. I know what you're thinking. Colored is black. No, it's not. Seth Rollins, the Architect. This was in some kind of specialty box thingy. I bought it from somebody from where they had like a little, not a Funko, but it had other little things in there and little knickknacks. And so I got that shirt for pretty cheap. Next up, we got Respect the Beard. My buddy who I used to be friends with swore up and down that that was Charles Manson. This is not Charles Manson. This is Daniel Bryan. Different fella. Fella! Now we got the great one, The Rock. Just simple font text, nothing crazy about it, but it just shows off I was a fan of The Rock. Next up we got RKO, Randy Orton with the 2 Vipers. It says Venom runs deep. Good to know. This is a Funko wrestling shirt from WrestleMania 17? Yes, 17. That was the one where they had the, who was it? Limp Bizkit did the My Way or the Highway song, and the greatest wrestling promo video of all time. If you don't agree, you're wrong. Now we got another Randy Orton one. It says, Far Beyond Mercy? Something like that. It says RKO on the back. I actually have 2 of these shirts. I have it in another bin with a bunch of other shirts, but I was planning on buying 2, taking one, cutting the sleeves off, making a tank top like this and sewing it up, but then I've realized it's way harder than I thought, and I just bailed on it. Maybe one day I'll do it, but probably not. Now we got another Chris Jericho shirt. You just made the list! The list of Jericho. Now just think about it. When I used to get all these wrestling shirts, I had like 100 shirts at the time, and I didn't have a Chris Jericho shirt because I didn't have a good one, and finally came out with the Raw is Jericho and this one and the Drinking End, so now I have 3 of them. Here's the Dude Love shirt. I wore this shirt when I met Mick Foley the 2nd time. When I had long hair, I got him to sign my Funko, and I was trying to have a little small talk with him, and he was not having it. He was just, okay, good. There's hundreds of people waiting. I need you to get the heck out of here. And I was, let me see. Oh, I'm reading the room wrong. Okay, bye. And I said goodbye. But he was nice about it. He wasn't a jerk. But then we got Enzo Amore again. How you doing? Enzo and Big Cass. Very wrinkly, but that's what happens when we have 200 shirts in a spot where 150 shirts are supposed to go. They get crumpled. Now this is a shirt that I believe my friends bought me. No. I don't remember where I got this shirt, honestly. But this is the New Day. Once again, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. only behind the Hardy Boys because they're from North Carolina, I'm from South Carolina, and they're just cool. I'm wishing Jeff Hardy the best. Hopefully he stays sober. This is the shirt that my buddies got me, I believe. This is Bootios. This is, they make sure you ain't booty. So remember that. Still bummed that Big E finally had to retire. It was a great tag team. They were very entertaining, but all good things must come to an end. I'm just depressed whenever I see people on TV who look old now. It's like, weren't you supposed to be young? Why is everyone getting older? It's just how it is. Next up, we got an RKO shirt. This is one that I didn't really like at first, but then I just, you know, it kind of grew on me. Kind of like a lot of the belts. It says hashtag out of nowhere. That was back when I had people going, watch out, watch out, watch out. And they're getting RKO'd. Another Ryback shirt. Wake up, it's feeding time. Dum, 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 dum. That's it. He wasn't the greatest on the mic. He's a big buff dude. He could do some crazy things. But apparently he was very sloppy and he kept dropping people, so they had to let him go. And like I said last week, he burned the bridges and I don't think he's ever going to come back. I don't even know what he's up to right now. I think he lives in Vegas or something. Then we got another New Day shirt. It says New Day on the back. This is the first one to show off of my AJ Styles shirts. I didn't know who he was really before he came to WWE, but when he came to WWE, he really impressed me. And said they don't want none. They don't want none. They don't want none. Very cool wrestling theme song. This is the only, I'm almost certain, the only Breezango shirt I have. Because once again, this is probably another one of those ones that was like for $3. And I was like, just throw it in there. I'll wear it for comedic things. Just people were like, oh my God, you actually have a Breezango shirt? I remember they used to have a Fandango shirt at Hot Topic and they had like 18 of them because nobody wanted it. Now this is sad because I used to have the tank top of this, but I just wore it out and now it's gone. I think I threw it away when I was moving a year ago. I used it as a rag to clean up stuff. But at least I have this shirt. This is the OG Bootio shirt. It just keeps reminding me of Big E and how he can't wrestle anymore. Next we got Daniel Bryan, the yes, yes, yes Daniel Bryan shirt. Now I had this one and I really wanted to get the no, no, no shirt, but of course once they sell it in WWE shop, they don't really bring them out again unless they're really popular like the Austin 316 or the Rock's Just Bring It shirt. So since they didn't do that, I had to go online, want to offer up, and I found a fella who had the no, no, no shirt. So there it is right here. It says, stop it, no. This 100% is another one I got for cheap, I guarantee. Or after WrestleMania, they just give these shirts away. If you like a WrestleMania shirt and you're willing to maybe not get it if they sell out, wait till after WrestleMania and they said they'll just give it to you. You just call them up, hey, WWE shop, I want that WrestleMania shirt. And like, all right, go give us your address and just send it out there. Is that true? No, but basically. Another New Day shirt, very boring, nothing crazy about it, but I was a New Day fan. Had to get as much as I could. We got the King of Bad News again, Wade Barrett, King Barrett. Another shirt I guarantee I got for cheap. Another Bray Wyatt shirt, very cool buzzard carrying the lantern. It says, follow the light, it will lead you back home. Aww. Can't believe he died. Another Randy Orton shirt. Says strike first. This is guaranteed around the same time as one of the other Randy Orton shorts. Randy Orton shirts I showed you earlier. Got another New Day pops. Oh, LA! Who wants ice cream? I always want ice cream. Another Randy Orton shirt. Randy Orton, the Viper, Apex Predator. Nice green. This is one of those shirts I was telling you about that I like to wear a lot because they're thin and it's Southern California and it's hot almost all year round. Even in the wintertime, it's hot. Unless if you're trying to go to bed, then it gets cold as a mother. Here is a CM Punk shirt. I actually was wearing this shirt at the store one time and I looked and there's a little kid wearing the exact same shirt. We made eye contact. I didn't want to make too much eye contact because then I'll be creepy just staring at little kids. So I acknowledged that he was wearing the same shirt as me. And then I moved on. Another CM Punk shirt, the stained glass. This was back before he left years ago. Same time as that shirt, I'm sure. Right before he left. Now this is the classic CM Punk shirt right here. Now I bought this shirt before, but the red bled out and made my shirt pink, and I was very upset. I tried to use bleach to dye it back, and all it did was just turn the black sleeves white and red and just ruined everything. So I had to get a second one. We have an OG Daniel Bryan shirt, the Flying Goat. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, the good old days. And we have this right here, a Hardy Boys shirt. See, look at it, this thin. That's what stinks about this. They're thin, but look how gross it is right there. That's sweat. There's nothing I can do about it. I clean them, I spray them, they just stain right there. So I can't even really wear this out in public anymore, unless if I'm going to the jockey lot or the swap meet. And the last shirt for this week, it's a thin WrestleMania shirt. Once again, see like the other one, it's thin just like the other one, but you can't see the pits. It looks fine. Looks like an okay shirt. Well, that's it for now. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, and subscribe, and let me know which shirts you liked and which ones you didn't. Until next time, peace.